Hello Pokemon Go trainers, it's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. And in today's video, we got the return of Tapu Bulu. One of my favorite Pokemon I used in Go Battle League before the Cure meta. Have not used Tapu Bulu since. Kyogre's pretty much disappeared. Rhyperior's still everywhere. And I'm tired of Rhyperior, so why not bring back Tapu Bulu? And with, Ice Fang White Kyurem is definitely very strong and very common. There's still a lot of Dragon Tail. Well, like a lot of Dragon Breath White Kyurem. But also Black Kyurem with either Shadow Claw or Dragon Tail. Both very common. We're able to take out opponent's last shield and get to freeze shock to kaboom with Kyurem before they get to a move. I do shield. Odds are I'm going to be totally fine with Kyurem to do huge damage. Togekiss, not what I wanted to see, but kaboom! Able to have enough health left to reach the Fusion Bolt, and Palkia just goes and takes care of Kyogre. Now, Tapu Bulu is actually returning at the end of the May. We are getting the return. And we are going to full send Grass Knot to a shield. Now, Tapu Bulu, I rated it last year, around similar time, maybe a bit earlier in the year. It was available with the Nature's Madness move, and with the meta of Zygarde, Origin Palkia, Yveltal. Definitely, actually, it was before Yveltal was everywhere, before the Sucker Punch buff, but definitely, it's an amazing counter to complete Zygarde and Origin Palkia. And not last season, but the season before, it led its team to almost legend 400 elo in like 5 days. So close. And Amorous was a pretty tough Pokemon to get candies for. You only had elite raids for it. And one of the big downfalls. Definitely was terrified of. Dawnwing, Zekrom. So the team was Tapu Bulu, Origin Palkia, and Dawnwing, Zekrom. And yeah, I was really terrified of Yveltal. At the time of that one, it was Yveltal. Amazing. And now we call the bait of the Black Kyurem. Save our shields. Nature's Madness says goodbye. Origin Palkia comes in. Florges comes in. And I totally throw the game by not calling the full send. It would have been close if it was a bait. If I shielded a bait. I think I did stand a good chance. Florges is still tanky. Would have been a close battle. They may have been able to make it. Yeah. I should have just shielded. I definitely do not want them to be like doubling down on the Trailblazers. But next battle, Disarming Voice, Trailblaze, surely Florges. Not the meta, but it makes sense if you're going for cheap moves. It's not bad. I do hang on and shield up the Tapu Bulu. Now you could also run Solar Beam, and I have. You can definitely check out videos from the pre-cure meta, but it is real nice to have Grass Knot, especially with how Rhyperior is everywhere. And only needing 12 energy for a big hitting grass move or fairy move with the guaranteed debuff, it is great. Now, Tapu Bulu is going to return with Nature's Madness, which is great. Can we get a farm down? Yes, we can. Shadow Claw farm down. That Florges, the Kyurem is going to come in. And we're not going to kaboom for... because they shielded. It's actually kind of a close matchup. Are they going to freeze shock? They have to freeze shock. They are. They're going to get an extra Shadow Claw, and that's tough. But we left with enough energy to get to the Fusion Bolt before they get to their next move. Let's go. That was a close battle. But Tapu Bulu, it's not a bad Pokemon to raid. Currently, Tapu Lele is better. I should have done a few more raids to get the 50. I do have the hundo. I mean, I probably could still try it out. Definitely at the Eli I'm at. But, maybe. Stay tuned. It is definitely a better Pokemon. But, I mean, yeah. With Tapu Bulu, it is real strong into Zygarde. But Zygarde's not too common right now. I mean, it is good into Rhyperior and Landorus, which... Also tired of Landorus. In Solar Beam, it can win the Zero Shield scenario into Zacian. It just does so much extra damage. Mewtwo is coming a little bit back into the meta also. I've used... Well, it was able to get me to Season High Elo. Definitely check out that video. My Shadow Mewtwo. And definitely something to watch out for a little bit. But like him, I mean, it is the best safe swap. It is a real nice counter to what Tapu Bulu does not want to see. And we were able to KO that Hello with the defense drop. Fusion Bolt and Palkia just too good for them to deal with. And I mean, we did still have Dialga. No, we had Kyurem. We're going to save swap Black Kyurem. That's only a side strike, thankfully. But we do shield. We respect the damage. Rhyperior comes in. And we're going to Free Shock. Free Shock is going to grab a shield. I should have gone for the bait. It is risky if they are a master of the mind games. We no shield the Rock Breaker. Trust in Palkia to clean up. Gonna hope for the bait. Oh, kaboom! I get kaboom! Don't know. This is bad. I mean, it is tough to have no shields for... to deal with the Mewtwo when we don't have, like, a Dusk main. Even with the Dusk main, we can take huge damage. They have gotten the 3 side strikes away. I think we swap first. It's a close mirror matchup. They are best buddy boosted. I'm gonna shield. Can I drag him but the farm down? I think I actually could have gotten the farm down with this. I think I could have gotten the farm down and then had them move for the Mewtwo. And that was probably a throw. I mean, maybe they would have been able to throw the move in time. Yeah. I mean, it looked like they were 1 HP away from getting taken down. Maybe we would have taken each other out. Not entirely sure. I'm going to play this Mewtwo lead a little differently. Definitely don't like Mewtwo with this team. We're going to charge up to back-to-back moves. 1 Fusion Bolt and 2 because we win Charge Act priority. And we take the last shield. And they don't want to risk us getting to our 3rd Fusion Bolt, so they throw Iron Head, which is real handy, and revealing Iron Head Outrage moveset. I mean, it is real strong. Maybe one day I'll try it out. Like, I just don't want to, Sunstone Strike is just so good. We do take them out. We have a shield advantage. It's definitely a good scenario for us with Palkia. I think from the HP I can land Aqua Tail and then drag him down. It's going to be close. They're going to swap into White Kyurem. I'm going to go for the Spatial Rend. Do they have Ancient Power? Only Fusion Flare. Let's go. I can throw the Spatial Rend to say goodbye to Kyurem. And then Mewtwo is not going to be able to deal with the Palkia. Spatial Rend, I mean, it is so crucial. Now you could probably also try out a Rhyperior with Tapu Bulu lead. Maybe Bulu in the back. I mean, Tapu Bulu, especially if you're able to get your 2 of your opponent's Pokemon out, being able to get 2 debuff, well, getting permanent debuff for the rest of the battle can be huge. Maybe I should have shielded the Bulu. Gonna go for the bait. Because I should be able to, guarantee get a shield with Aqua Tail. And I do go for another Aqua Tail. Do they know it's not a Spatial Rend? Dang nabbit, that was a needed shield. Tough end game. I do have a 2-to-1 shield advantage. But Dialga is terrifying. Are they going to get the attack drop from Sacred Fire? Yes, they do. Definitely puts me in a predicament. Even without the debuff, I don't think I take the KO. Maybe I do. I do CMP tie win. They're going to Brave Bird. They're going to be able to swap and take me out. Getting my shields down. Switch clock up. Too fast. Not even sure if it was 60 seconds if I could have gotten to the Fusion Bolt before they swapped in through the move. Now we have a Shadow Claw. Black Kyurem. This is a much more neutral matchup. I do call the bait. And it is a Fusion Bolt. Let's go. Actually swap into Palkia. Met with Xerneas, which is okay. Let's see what funny business is going to happen. We're going to land the Aqua Tail. They're going to throw before we get to a second one. Going to just be one Bowl of Seed off the Nature's Madness. Able to take a shield, which is fantastic. That is only close combat. I trust in my Kyurem. I respect the free shock damage. Please, no debuff. Thankfully, no debuff. We're going to get some decent damage. Well, we got a bit of energy. We're going to see Zacian come in. We're going to go for a free shock at capped energy. And kaboom! We nuke. We get the attack drop. I actually probably should have just no shielded. No shielded. Can I get to back-to-back moves? No, I cannot. They swapped in time. And they're going to close combat and take me out. That is unfortunate. Close battle. I'm not entirely sure how much damage close combat does with the debuff. Maybe they still win. But next battle, we get a terrible lead. It happens. Fusion Bolt bait grabs a shield. We're going to get some chip damage more than last Shadow Claw. And we had to throw. Otherwise, we would have gotten taken out before we could throw the second move. Dragon Tail Black Kyurem, definitely a force to be reckoned with. We called the next Fusion Bolt and double down on the Fusion Bolt calls. Let's go. We do then just throw Nature's Madness and land the move to KO. That's a Brave Bird. They only left with the one Incinerate loaded. Brave Bird and Dip does put them in a good spot. Complete Zygarde. One of our favorite things to hunt for with Tapu Bulu is in their back. Hello, double Dragon Tail Pokemon does make sense. I may have to try this team out. This could be a Dragon Tail Kyurem team I try out. I go for the catch. I think I could reach a move. I do reach a move before they Dragon Tail me down. But they made a swap. And I do bring in Palkia. Get a few Dragon Breaths before I say goodbye. And I did also have a Spatial Rend to then also say goodbye to Zygarde. Power Palkia with the Spatial Rend is such a crucial move. Beautiful lead into the Tapu Bulu. They swap into Kyurem, and in good timing, I do just go straight for the Nature's Madness. I don't give them any free energy. One turn, but that's optimal. Ice Burn is respected, and we should be able to drag them back down. Do they bring in the third Pokemon? Yes, I do. I have enough energy to reach 2 Spatial Rends. Yeah. Gonna land. And, no, I did not. Oh, no, this is bad. I knew I should have gone for the Aqua Tail. Iron Ed is no shielded. We're gonna bring in Tapu Bulu. We're gonna go for a Grass Knot. Can we reach a second move? Are we too low to force the next move? I'm gonna shield. Breaking Swipe. I would have gotten KO'd from the next Mudslap, but I can say a goodbye, Rhyperior. We cannot reach another move, but can we do the damage with Kyurem? Yes, we can. I definitely should have just gone for the Aqua Tail after Spatial Rend. Oh well, a battle is won still. Did not throw away the game. Perfect lead for me. Legend Palkia cannot stand Tapu Bulu. And Dawn Wings and Crowsmoor safe swap is met with the Black Kyurem with Shadow Claw. Their worst nightmare. I do double shields. I wasn't counting correctly. I did have a feeling maybe that was not enough for a Moongeist, but I did respect just in case I miscounted. We're going to land the Freeze Shock, and we're going to go for a Fusion Bolt to force a shield or a KO. They don't want to go down just yet. We try to make a catch, but we put ourselves in a tiny bit of a predicament. Able to debuff their Landorus as the third Pokemon. We're going to get to the next Nature's Madness before the next move. And we are going to take the last shield. Kind of a close scenario if they can just... I mean, I guess Spatial Vent isn't a one-shot. They Stone Edge, but Palkia gets farmed down, and they were then unable to deal with my Palkia. That's what I love to see. Tapu Bulu lead. Who's going to come out on top? We have both Hundos, level 50. I win Charge Act priority first, which is kind of tough. Odds are they're going to win the next one, just how it is. And I'm going to go straight for the Nature's Madness, be ready to shield. But they make a catch into Necrozma, and it is Dawn Wings. I do leave with one extra Bullet Seed, and I still get a farm down. I really thought they could have thrown a Dog Pulse and would have, but I'll take it. And Charge Act priority tie, throwing Fusion Bolt straight away. They do still Nature's Madness, but they're on the last Pokemon. I'm in a real good spot. I'm just going to go for whatever quick damage I can get out. I'm not going to go for the next Fusion Bolt immediately. They're going to Freeze Shock KO. I'm going to get to a Nature's Madness to debuff them. I probably should have just brought in Palkia, but let's see. They have no shields. I got Origin Palkia. They're going to Fusion Bolt, but they are going to need a bit of chip if they land that move, and they do, but I can drag them down still. Good, yay for me knowing the damage Palkia takes on a freeze fusion move. We see the most meta Tapu in the lead. Tapu Lele definitely is a force to be reckoned with. They're going straight for Side Shock, and they win Charge Act priority. I can get to Nature's Madness with shielding. They're going to force a shield in return, though. And, I mean, they already committed a shield. They're in range of the KO. Actually, no, they are not in range of the KO. I do then bring a Kyurem to get some energy going. They're on Dragon Tail Origin Palkia. I'm not entirely sure if I gave them a free Dragon Tail. Maybe, maybe not. Definitely a tough predicament for me. We're going to shield the Aqua Tail. Going to go straight for Fusion Bolt because I go down from the next Dragon Tail. Actually, no, I did not. And I should have brought in the Palkia straight away and then swapped. But instead, they're going to kaboom me. And in the back, they have another Ghost Fast Move type Pokemon in Dawn Wings Necrozma. Well played on them. That's a cool team. I mean, Origin Palkia is meta. I mean, Tapu Lele is the best Tapu, but Dawn Wings definitely can be awkward. And I mean, with Yveltal not being common, it's a pretty good team. We have to try out the Tapu Bulu, Dawn Wings Necrozma, Origin Palkia team. Is it going to be time to return? Is it going to be a legend team this season? Maybe, maybe not. Tapu Bulu with back-to-back moves, ready to do some big damage. Well, actually grab the shields into Primina. Gonna go straight for Fusion Bolt, but I get caught. I have my move caught. There's still a way to win, though. I have a shield advantage. To shield or not to shield, I do not shield. Get wrecked. I'm debuffed, so I do even less damage with Fusion Bolt. I still take the KO with Freeze Shock. This is tough. Oh, boy. I'm not going to get to a move. That was bad. That was a mistake. Can I get to 2 moves with Palkia in time? Charm Premier definitely a real tough problem for the team. We get to 1 move, but not to 2. No, I should not have brought in the Bulu first. I cost myself the battle. Oh, if I did just a bit more damage, I could have won. Next battle, we lead into a shiny Hyperior, and they safe swap a Ice Fang Kyurem again. And we are going to get the debuff and then bring in Palkia. Are they going to go Freeze? Ice Burn. And we're going to get a nice farm down. Or are they going to bring in a Dragon? They're going to bring in the Crozma. Duskbane. Duskbane is going to be pretty good into my team, but unfortunately for it, they gave me a boatload of energy with that farm down. They're going to bring in Viperia, which can be a little awkward at this point. I mean, they have some energy on the Duskbane. I'm actually going to no shield. And it is a full send. Kaboom! I take like 60 to 70% damage from a Rock Wrecker. I am going to respect the damage of a Rock Wrecker and a superpower. They're going to bring in Necrozma straight away, but I'm going to get the Fusion Bolt KO. Can I reach a Freeze Shock? Yes, I can. Freeze Shock is reached. And this says a goodbye. Definitely was a close battle after a beautiful lead, but they played well. Another beautiful lead. They stay in this time. Gonna go for Grass Knot, and it's going to take a shield. They're gonna Breaking Strike. Dang it. Gonna go for Grass Knot number 2. Am I going to respect the damage of a Rock Wrecker? I do not. I do not even respect the chance of a Rock Wrecker, and haha, I get schooled. They're gonna triple down on the Breaking Strike, and no attack drop. Gonna get some extra energy. Premier comes in. And this time I'm going to swap into Kyurem. Leave with that move. Banked. Can I get to Fusion Bolt? Actually commit for the farm down. Because this energy is going to nuke almost anything. Get a nice farm down. I go straight for a Freeze Shock. If a Kyurem comes in, I'm so good. If it's Viperia says a goodbye to the battle. And they do bring in the White Kyurem. I do still reach a Freeze Shock with the HP, and kaboom! Viperia. Well, yeah, that Kyurem's to no more chance. But subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Hope you enjoyed the video. I probably will try out the Almost Legend team with my Almost Legend Tapu Bulu team. Dawn Wings and Crozma and Origin Palkia. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Go Battle League videos and the journey to Legend this season. I mean, I do have to get to Expert first, but Expert 4 seasons in a row, 2 of them being Legend. I think there's a good chance I get to it again this year. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.